So the first thing we need to do when wanting to use the vinyl cutter, we've got to turn it on. Button on the side. Hit that switch. You'll notice that it'll power on. Next thing we need to load our vinyl, right? So there's heat transfer vinyl, that's used for shirts, which is what I will be using. And then there is vinyl for signs, stickers, that sort of stuff, decals. That's another kind. So what we want to do here is take our material, and you'll notice there's a shiny side and a matte side, and we want the matte side facing up. That's what we want to cut, okay? I'll place this down here. And so what we want to do, we make sure this lever is down, and what that does, you'll notice, it lifts the wheels up. And so we want to slide that vinyl just right there where the wheels are. And I think this will be a good view. So we take this rod in the back, slide our vinyl in, make sure that the right side is going to be feeding. And then we slide this through. We push that over. There we go. Here we go. And the trick here, we want to make sure that the two rollers are lined up. So depending on the material, this might be over here, right? So we want to make sure that we want to slide this over just so it's on top, and we want to make sure that it has that, if we take a closer look, there's that kind of roughed part of the shaft right there. So that's what grips it. That's what grips the vinyl against the wheel. So we put both sides just like that. And we can use these lines here to help line it up. We don't want to make sure it's not crooked. If it is, longer cuts will not work. So once we're good here, we pull that lever back up in the back, and it clamps the vinyl down. Next, it'll ask you to select one of these options. I want to go front edge. And so here, it's going to set the point of origin. There's excess vinyl here, so what I'm going to do, so press this button here just to feed it back up a little bit, and I'm going to press the origin button right here. So that sets my new origin to be at that point right there. Great. So after the machine is all set up, we want to go to the computer, open up Graphtec's Pro Studio. And at this point, I would have my design created either in Inkscape or Gravit or Illustrator, whatever you're using. And what you can do here now is open up your design, drop it in, and there it is. I'm actually going to try this one here. There we go. So open up my design, and I'm going to put it down to the bottom. I don't think that matters actually too much. And in this program here, you can make different edits and all that sort of stuff. Don't want to do that. I want to go up to the top to cut and plot. Picture of a knife. Brings you to this screen. And you'll notice that things are set up already because I was doing a job here. So normally by default, I think it'll look something like this. You'll notice that I'll want to reverse this to make sure that it cuts reverse, because I'm actually going to print this onto a shirt. And so you need to do that first off. And what else do we have here? There's other settings here if you want to cut multiple jobs, all that sort of stuff. If you want to, let's see here, if you want to have weed border lines to help it easier, I can click this, see how it'll create an extra line down the middle. Vertical one there too, sometimes it makes it easier when you're weeding. I'm actually not going to do that. I'm just going to hit send. See what happens. When I hit send, the machine powers up. And there it goes. So if you ever need to, there's a pause button up here if you want to pause the job. Or you can press slow things down a little bit, and so on. Or you can change the settings. There's two settings. One is how fast you're moving. Another one's pressure. It'll change how much it'll cut, how it'll cut. And here we are. Here we are. When we're done, we can move this forward and grab a knife, and I can cut this across. So I cut it off the machine, and here it is now. If you look really close, you can see some fit lines. This is the right way around. And so what we need to do now is weed. So that's removing what we don't want. So we have different tools like this, kind of looks like dentist tools, or like the tweezers. And so we just go through and remove what we don't want, like the inside of the O. So now that we've weeded it, we now need to place it on the shirt, sticky side down. And so where you place it is where it is. So make sure you place it properly. This job already had some vinyl on there, and so I put a piece of parchment paper to cover it from the heat press. Heat press for about 10 seconds, and then this one is hot peel off. Some of them is cold peel off. This one's hot, so you peel it off right away. And for this job, I had another layer on top. Usually recommend no more than 3 layers, 3 solid colors. And again, I make sure to put that parchment there and peel it off right away. And here we are. So thanks for watching this video. Hope you like it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you in future videos.